Well, folks, after the injury to star wide receiver Mike Evans, the Bucs worked out and ended up signing a little bit of reinforcements at the position. Shout out Sleeper, by the way, more on them a little bit later on in this video. So, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers worked out 3 wide receivers. It was Andrew Armstrong, Brandon Johnson, and Mario Williams. Now, they did end up signing Brandon Johnson to the team. We'll talk about him in a moment, but I do want to think and talk about the 2 receivers that the Bucs did work out. Firstly, was wide receiver Andrew Johnson, who put up really good numbers while at Arkansas. 78 catches, 1,140 yards in his final year. However, he did only have 1 receiving touchdown during his final season, but was certainly a very productive receiver while at Arkansas, while in school. He's 6'4", 202, so does give you a similar build to what Mike Evans had, but obviously the Buccaneers decided to go in a bit of a different direction. He also spent some time with the Miami Dolphins in the preseason and training camp and whatnot. The next receiver was a former Oklahoma USS Tulane wide receiver in Mario Williams, 5'9", 186. Obviously offers a very different dynamic in that room, but at Tulane in the American Conference did some really good stuff. 1,031 receiving yards, 6 receiving touchdowns in his final year. He also went undrafted in this most recent NFL draft, spent some time with the LA Rams in preseason and training camp and whatnot. Now, the guy they did end up signing was Brandon Johnson. And all these guys are from Florida, by the way. I feel like the Bucs made a call and basically said, hey, anybody in the area want to come out and try out for wide receiver? And I feel like that's basically what they did. Brandon Johnson, far and away the most veteran wide receiver that was here. He is 27 years old, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 6'2", 195 pounds. He actually did some work last year, or I guess I should say in 2023, with the Denver Broncos under Sean Payton. He had 30 targets, 19 catches, 284 yards, and 4 touchdowns, which, hey, is something, right? It is certainly something. He has regular season playing time, so that isn't necessarily too surprising to see they went with a Brandon Johnson versus an Andrew Armstrong or a Mario Williams. Johnson being the most veteran out of the bunch. He was undrafted, signed with the Broncos, then went with the Pittsburgh Steelers last year. Only played in 3 games, but hey, 23 games played, 3 games started in his NFL career. Still something. It is still something. I know that it is not necessarily the big, fill-in wide receiver news that everybody wants to see, but look, we know how the Bucs operate at this point, right? They're gonna promote or elevate a Garrett Green or a Dennis Houston from the practice squad to the active roster for the New Orleans Saints game. The bye week's gonna happen. Hopefully Godwin gets back healthy. If he doesn't, look, they're still not gonna make a big move. That's just not how the Bucs operate. They love having their draft picks. Jason Light does, I should say, and they like to grow and develop guys, be it draft picks or undrafted guys and whatnot. So it is what it is. So I don't expect any big moves from the Bucs going forward regarding a wide receiver change or anything along those lines, unless like more bad things happen. Knock on wood for that, but Brandon Johnson is your newest guy here on the Bucs practice squad. They didn't really make a corresponding move because they did promote somebody to the active roster. We'll talk about that in a separate video, but welcome Brandon Johnson to the Bucs. One more thing, guys, I do want to say shout out to the sponsor of this channel. It is Sleeper. If you guys do use the code MrBucs, you will get a 100% match up to $100. That is whenever you use the code MrBucs. Also, whenever you guys sign up, you get $20 just for free. So make sure you guys go check it out. Me personally, I'm always checking it out regarding which different things are going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on there, be it Tez Johnson yards over under, be it covering the spread and all these different types of things, guys. So definitely go check it out. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts about Brandon Johnson as well as the other wide receivers the Buccaneers worked out down in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.